So you could do it.
Geriatric?
That's what it is. Yeah.
Tossing that around?
Oh yeah.
That's what happens. Yeah, like
They really want to make women feel shitty.
My
They really
buddy's
do
my buddy's wife is the same age, and they got pregnant like 2 months ago, and they got to come to Halifax every 2 months to get checked up because there's not doctors good enough to see an old woman have a baby.
Oh my God! Get in here, you old pill.
We got another old bag here.
36 years
Walk
old.
if you can. We'll get you a chair if you don't. But yeah, so I don't know. It's just gonna be off the table here half soon. But I got no plans, so means probably not.
Okay.
I like the vagueness.
You know, I love my cell phone games, and I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, there'd be a lot of
Sacrifice.
sacrifices. Thank you.
Yeah. It is one of those things too that like I don't know. I don't feel confident in the amount of time I have right now to take care of like a dog.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
You guys are both petless.
No.
cat?
Cat.
We got
Team cat over
You guys
here.
are
I got-
both
I got two
pet.
cats.
You guys, everyone in this room does not have a pet. So
we got roommates.
yeah. You
roommates
got
that I gotta-
pretty chill guy.
My
Yeah.
cat's the greatest guy in the world.
Cats are the best. Just
Cats do fucking rule. A cat almost came into our life a couple months ago, in me and my partner's life, and I was deeply disappointed with how quickly it got shot down.
Okay.
Had like,
I thought you were going to say shot. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
where-
yeah.
Why?
It
I told her I could save it. I told her I could get rid of it.
It's the only way it truly lives.
No, my old roommate cat that we had together. He was moving and couldn't take the cat and asked me if I wanted a cat. I'm like, if there was ever going to be a cat in my life that I'd want, it's this cat.
All right.
And I was like, should we get this cat? And she
What's
was
the
like, nope.
name?
And that was it. Passion.
Passion cat. Oh, Passion. What are you doing, Passion?
Oh, Pashy.
What are you at, Passion?
Yeah. Oh, best cat.
Oh, he sounds
Just
like a great
it's
guy.
like one of those cats that just like it's like a dog kind of thing. You know, like did its own thing.
Yeah.
Wouldn't scratch or anything like that.
Yeah.
Make a big deal. If you come it or call it, it'd come. If
Yep.
you come it, it'd
If
call.
you come it,
If you come, it calls.
you don't want to let it dry. You get
You
that
tell it
one-
to come, he starts
Yeah,
yelling
you get
your
that
name
off
back at
there.
you.
Otherwise, it's like gum. You just got to cut it out. Don't try peanut butter.
I don't know why I would. You know what I love about cats? My favorite thing about cats, if you got a cat and like a friend comes over with their kid
Yeah.
and the kid goes near the cat and the cat just beats the fuck out of the kid.
Yep, that's
it's
good.
fine.
Yeah.
I do like that.
But if it's a dog, people are like, oh, we got to put the dog down. But if it's
Yeah.
a cat, it's like, well, stupid kid shouldn't have went near the cat.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah, yeah.
He's a cat.
He's got to learn something.
That's
Gotta
what
learn
they
something.
do.
First rule of cats.
You don't go near cats?
Yeah, the closer you get, the more you're on your own time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like I had a buddy's cat, like proper, like got in, you know, like into the meat of my thumb,
Oh, yeah,
in the
it'll
back of
stick
my
there.
hand, and like, yeah, got in,
Yeah.
real good bite, and they're being like apologetic about it, and I was like,
No.
do not apologize.
That's what cats
Like
do.
I
They
was
all
like,
know the rules.
I had to do first aid on myself real quick to stop the bleeding.
Yep.
But
That's a cat
Before
claw.
that, I had to be like, this was my fault. I touched a cat. I knew the social contract that was happening.
Oh, yeah.
That's the deal. So, I don't want to drag it back away from cats, but I have a baby-related question.
I guess the point is, I thought dogs are a lot of responsibility, and I don't feel like I have enough time to even complete that to my fullest.
I asked Ed what I thought was a
Baby
throwaway
time.
question, like part of the setup. Like, hey, you don't have any kids, right? I thought it was going to be like a no. And then I'd be like, all right, well, I got a kid question. Now we're fucking on cats somehow. Now, it's weird for me to jump back, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Hey, I'm never upset when we land on cats. We all know that.
They're great. They're great little guys.
Yep.
Would you have a kid? Would you have a kid right now if you knew just a vague knowing someone told you like a gypsy? Are you allowed to say gypsy? Whatever the polite term for gypsy.
An oracle. Say an oracle.
An oracle.
Oracle,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
Matrix.
Matrixy, yeah.
Yeah.
If you knew that kid was going to be the best in the world at something, you don't know what it is, but you know that this kid is going to be the greatest at something. Mm-hmm. Would you risk it? Roll the dice on that? Be like, fuck it, maybe
Isn't
it's
that
going to be
nuts?
something good.
Yeah.
No.
No?
No,
You
because
could
like
have,
he
like-
could be the greatest at something that's just like bullshit. And if that was the reason I was gonna have a kid, he'd be like, "I'm the greatest soft serve pourer at Dairy Queen." I'd be like, "Man, there's not even gonna be Dairy Queens in 10 years."
Buddy, tell me you wouldn't be going into DQ all proud, just holding a cone in each hand. That's my boy.
If he was the best in the world, would you be able to tell the difference between a regular cone, like someone who's good at it,
Yeah,
like
that's what I mean.
75% from the line?
That's what I mean.
They're not perfect,
I'll
but
tell
like
you.
That's not enough reason for me to give up all this free time that I
yeah,
love.
because maybe there's artistry to it. You know, like he could put it out like the Riddler symbol, like a big question mark, and you're like, how does that even work?
And I'd love to see it, Dan, but here's the question. Does anybody give a fuck when he does it, or is it just taking forever at this
Yeah,
point? Be
that's
like, you know,
also
this
true.
guy's the greatest in the world. Be like, yeah, but nobody cares.
I think
yeah.
you'd at least get like a viral internet video, like those latte art things. things. If he can do like a cool little
Yeah,
twist.
the twist at the top is going to be like a calligraphy D.
Yeah,
So you're asking me now, would I have a kid to get a viral video?
well, this is worst case scenario.
People have done it
Because
for
the
less.
answer is yes. At this point, yes.
Yeah.
For the podcast, I do it.
Well, he could be the best at
Is he
fucking
wearing
finance
30
or
minutes
something.
on high merch?
Oh my
Then
God!
yes.
Yeah.
Well, he's
just-
pouring them cones.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think the big question
It's
is...
starting to build now. I'm starting to like the idea. I'm starting to-
If we just had a soft serve machine in here, he was just pouring up cones during the podcast.
Oh my God! It would go fucking Costco guys, Rizzler, 30 mins on high, baby, 30 mins.
You want a cone? Baby 30 mins will pour you up the best one you've ever seen. How's it the best? You'll see. You'll see. Honestly, hard to tell, but just trust me, it's the best.
Yeah.
You know, this soft serve maker's going to be a bitch to clean.
It's always broken. I can't do it for you guys today. It's broken.
It's broken. Yeah, that's after a week of doing it.
Oh,
The
yeah.
baby 30 mins is just pulling the it's broken thing.
I just don't want to make cones anymore.
Yeah.
I would love to be handed the greatest soft serve cone ever made and just be holding it, be like, it's pretty good, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just
Yeah.
a soft serve cone.
You don't buy the cone to look at it is the other problem, too. It really serves a purpose, and it is a temporary art form.
I do like the twirl at the top, I'll be honest.
twirl
I
at the top.
twirl.
Top's
I
a
like
lovely
little bit of
touch.
twirl. I'm not going to pretend I don't like it, but
And I'm
What
sure
do you
it's not hard, but I'm sure you don't get it first time.
some people don't
You
do
know?
it. I sometimes get a cone with no twirl. I'll tell you.
It's
Yeah.
got a lot of. Here's the thing. I've done it before at Tricky's, Mickey
Oh, right.
Donald's,
I thought you were a
and I worked at Tricky's. Yeah, and it's hard to learn. It's not like hard, but it's hard to learn because it happens fast.
Yeah.
So you're like, oh,
Yeah.
you know, it's the learning curve's quick.
I bet
on
it's
top,
like
yeah.
shifting a car, I bet, because it is like the clutch is a lot like the lever there, because you gotta shut it off, but you can't slam it shut.
I do like this tugboat thing you're doing.
I like
is
it.
this what the lever is?
I don't drive, so I'm like, oh yeah.
All right, I'm the really in between two metaphors here. Anybody else know how to drive, stick, or work at McDonald's? I'm gonna need you.
I
here.
can do one, he can do the other. Between the two of us, we can understand.
Oh, buddy, if you could drive stick and work at McDonald's, we had a name for you in Liverpool, and that was called a drug dealer.
Those kids need drugs.
Oh man, the dopest Honda Prelude working the fucking fryers, just the coolest shit on. You'd be like, "How you doing so well?"
Money. Get out of here.
We make the same amount of money. What's happening?
What's happening here? You
So
just
it was-
tinted all your windows.
It was hard to learn what part of it, just because it was so fast. But you got it.
I don't think I ever really actually got it to the
Yeah.
point where it was great, but like I did it enough so. Because the key is you just have to get it so it's good enough to stand up from the time that you're finished to
Yeah,
get
yeah.
it in these old people's hands. Because usually it was the oldies that like just the little conies.
Who else comes
Yeah.
in and gets, can I have a soft serve cone, please?
Here's the thing: it was right when the McFlurry popped off. That's
Oh,
how
shit.
that's how long
Oh,
ago it
shit,
was.
yeah.
So it was McFlurry town.
It
It,
was
didn't
all
matter the
flurry.
shape
Yeah.
because you were stirring it up.
Did you practice the shape? When you're doing
McFlurry?
McFlurry? I feel like that'd be a good
No,
line.
no,
No.
nah.
Dump.
Hated the job.
Yeah, I got other things on the mind.
Try to figure out how to serve these people with a mouthful of Smarty McFlurry.
Oh, the crushed up Smarty bits be so good too.
Buddy, there was just a giant box of them back in the walk, and you know how many times I got busted just like, oh, just looking for mayonnaise.
It's gotta be terrible to bust someone doing that because you're like, yeah, I want to be in there doing that too.
Yeah.
Like,
We
I don't want to eat
all
goddamn
want to be
Smarties.
eating crushed up Smarties.
But if we all do it, there's no
Yeah.
Smarties.
Yeah. I get an extra 75 cents an hour to make sure you don't eat those goddamn Smarties.
Absolutely. And you have to, right? Because it is true. Like, what do we have? Probably have like 14 people working at once.
Oh, yeah.
My handfuls were not small. That'd be
No.
an hour tops before that thing was empty.
For sure. You
Everybody
couldn't
go.
stop yourself. There's no way to stop.
Oh, it's just a revolving door. This box of Smarties just getting hit up like that girl that just went viral for having sex with 1,000 people.
Bonnie
You see
something?
that?
Yeah. That's I don't even understand.
Bonnie Guzzler, was it?
Bonnie Guzzler.
It was there for a while.
She was definitely a guzzler.
I tell you, that was one of those wild things that I see on the internet. I see a reference to, right? I'm like, oh, I just see it, and then I find out what the joke is. I'm like, oh, I should Google that to learn more. And that was one of the things that I didn't even get the first letter into Google. I was like, I'm not.
It's such a
looking for
brutal
that.
time on the internet, man. I also saw like a video that was like her follow-up video was her going to Five Guys and asking this kid who's working there.
Jesus.
She's like, oh, I want Five Guys. Oh no, I want to have like Five Guys. Can you take me somewhere? And the guy's like, I don't know what you're saying.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, it's my follow-up vid. I'm the new Hawk Tui.
Oh god.
Yeah.
I thought was it in a day 1,000 dudes?
Yeah.
It was one session, that's for sure.
That is awful. That feels like an ancient Roman torture or something.
46 seconds of fuck.
Is that what it averaged out to be? Yeah. Does that even count?
What spot did you have in that?
Yeah. Brian is one of the guys. He is in the line.
I was like 940.
Yeah.
You just have to look for the guy.
I slept in. I wanted to be one, but it turns out I was about 7:30.
I just have to look for the guy who's naked except for a crop top.
I fuck like Winnie the Pooh.
God, too much.
Imagine being number 970 in that line. How do
Oh
you
my
stay
God!
around all
Imagine
day?
the gaming you'd be doing in that line.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Tetris for days.
It'd be so much better to be last than second last.
I don't know about so much. I think it would be better. I don't know about so much. I feel like
I
it would
guess
still be better.
If you're last, then you're also alone. Because guys didn't hang out,
I
right?
hope
like
not.
they were done and they
Oh,
were
yeah.
gone. Like,
Well,
they were-
yeah. How big of a place did they have to
Yeah,
do
yeah.
it in?
it's
They're
like an
putting
open
their
mic
pants
comedy show. You're not sticking around to watch the
Oh
other
no,
guys.
no! I got another set to get.
You're there to
must have
embarrass
been
yourself.
there must have been like an organizer, right? Being like
Oh,
somebody
yeah.
with a clipboard, being like, "Okay, guys, this is only like so big of apartment. We're trying to get 1,000 people in here to have sex with her." 46 seconds apiece, and I guess since you go last, if she wants to keep going, you can keep going. But by then, how deep are we into this?
If
No
the-
pun intended.
If the encore's there, feel free to take another couple strokes.
If the encore
Is 40?
She'll let
Is,
you
is
know.
that how long it was? 46 seconds each.
Otters
That's
are
what
mad.
they
Is
did.
that how it breaks down to?
That's,
Can't be much more.
It can't be a lot more than that.
What was the time they did it in Otter? Can you check that out?
Otter, can you fuck up your fucking Google?
Otter, can you just push back twice on your history?
Just open your laptop. It's what you were watching.
It's I don't want to keep hanging up on it, but being fucking 970 that line, imagine you'd have to stand around for like 6 hours.
Yeah.
even
Be
longer.
all day.
I do
I
like.
mean, you'd be around a bunch of guys that you share similar vibes with.
Yeah,
You know?
I bet it's
Yeah.
like a strip club where you're looking at all the other dudes like being like, who are these fucking losers? Look at these losers in line. Not like me. I'm
Yeah.
the only cool dude here.
But I bet you.
If you have the arrogance to stand at 970
Yeah.
and you're calling other people losers and all, the only way if you're not a loser is if you're like the first guy and you get to be like, well, I get to put it on the resume and I didn't really have to put up with all the other bullshit.
Yeah.
You're still a loser being number one. Of that.
You got to walk by that
still
line
a
of
loser.
naked dudes.
Yeah. Do you know what's nuts?
All
Fascinating.
them wearing sneakers and nothing else.
You guys
Oh,
are going to love it.
professionals.
It's
Yeah.
46 seconds though. Enjoy it while you're there.
Yeah.
Be like walking back after you got on one of the rides at Disney World, just walking past the
Oh,
line
it's
after-
good. It's worth
This
the
is
wait.
awesome.
It's
so
worth the
good.
wait. You're gonna love it. Get the middle seat. Get the middle seat. Do you know what nuts is how many guys in that line in the back of their mind would be like, I tell you, I know I'm in the mid 500s, but once I get up there, she's not gonna want anything else. Like the amount of guys that were like, once she gets a load of this,
45, 46.
oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
God.
Talking shit to the guy in front of you. I'm really gonna give it to her. You just see me when I get up there. I'm
There's gonna be nothing left for you, big fella.
You might want to go before me because I'm gonna ruin this.
Yeah. You
guy-
finally get up to around the corner to see her. She's texting.
Yeah, sure.
Other guys
On
on
her end, she's got to be like,
She gotta be full of Xanax.
she's
or
got to be
something, I hope.
reading. I don't know anything at all on your
believe-
phone.
You believe I was supposed to be in a rock movie? Agent sent me here.
Skyscraper 2.
There's no way you feel anything after number 370 or something.
Well, you got to
must
feel
be
nothing,
numb.
because if you're feeling something, I feel like that would be not a great feeling.
You're feeling sadness, I assume.
For God's sakes, I've been walking around with a hemorrhoid that's big enough to start paying rent at my place. And I got to say, it's not a great feeling. I can't imagine if it was just getting peel out. She probably has a roid or two after
I
that.
imagine she's
I think a
got
hemorrhoid is the least of your... I think you'd be lucky to make it out of there with a championship roid.
Buddy, I can't get the image out of my head of the organizer, just the lady with the clipboard and like the mic being like, all right, they say they're ready for you. Just
Yeah.
go in. Don't make eye contact. Just,
Like the people that used to be in the Gap when it was
yeah,
popping off.
exactly.
I need a white shirt from the back.
I need a white... is there a white...
Is there a white Guns
dude?
N' Roses t-shirt back there? Is there? Is it extra large?
This girl's getting banged by 1,000 dudes. There's definitely a Guns N' Roses shirt back there.
I assume it was like a Halifax house party with Blundstones. There were just 100 in a pile. Be like, which one's mine?
Oh my
Just
God.
grab whatever.
Everybody's Donald Duckin style. They
Yeah.
all just have the t-shirt on and Blundstones.
Definitely Blundstones. So many
The Blundstones are off-putting.
Oh, God. Oh, that whole thing's disgusting. That is just awful. I can't believe there's 1,000 guys you can talk into that.
I underestimated. It's 86 seconds, so you at least get a minute and a half.
Minute and a half. Oh my
So I can come
God.
twice.
But that's a minute and a half if everybody like is in and out within a second, is it? That's gonna be.
Yeah, that's with no breaks.
That's with zero.
All right.
That's like you Indiana Jones, like take the thing off and put the other one in. At the same
Buddy,
time.
Yeah. You're right.
You'd be lucky at 45 seconds.
Yeah, we need a
It
buffer
would have to be
time.
mid-stroke. You'd have to be stroke, and on the backstroke, the next guy comes in and just doesn't even.
Yeah.
Plus, I don't even-
think they got
Out
that
of 1,000, definitely a couple guys went in softy lofty.
You kidding me?
Dude, that's the other thing. You'd have to be in the big line of 1,000 naked dudes. All these dudes are just pulling it, trying to stay hard.
It's like, when do I even start?
She's taking a break, but she doesn't want to break the thing. So
You ever been up
Everybody-
for a whole day? It's tiring.
she's written out consent. I don't know if I trust that.
That's still not. I don't know. Every one of them should be arrested as soon as you're done with your 86 seconds. You should be put in jail.
absolutely, to catch a predator
For
style.
sure. Yeah, you walk out of that apartment directly into a cop car.
Yeah.
and they're like, "What's the charge? We don't know yet, but just you can't be out."
They handcuff your dank. You're coming with me. They put you in one of those vans with the rest of the dudes that have half boners.
Yeah, all the boners are handcuffed together.
Those guys are.
I'm sure Dank gives him up by himself. He's like, I made a mistake. You know, like the shame that you have even after regular masturbation versus like the fact that you were part of that world record. You'd be like,
Yeah.
yeah, if you're Catholic, I think you just walk right off a bridge.
That's a very
Like
good
you're
point.
done.
The amount of lying to yourself that you had to do in line to be like, no, it's gonna be worth it. This is totally gonna be worth it. It's gonna be
It's
great.
cool.
It's gonna be so fun.
I'm sex positive. I'm poly.
86 seconds later, you're like, I gotta kill myself.
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
I have to.
Yeah, you find yourself in the back of one of those paddy wagon vans and a bunch of guys dressed like Donald Duck with Blundstones on. And, hey, take a look around at the rest of the fellers, and you're like, fellers, I'm going to say this, and I don't want anybody to get mad at me, but I'm going to say it wasn't worth it.
My buddy had a pony growing up named Jelly Bean.
And that thing could fuck 1,000 dudes like nobody's business.
I tell you, that Jelly Bean was bigger. I'll tell you that right now. It's a bit aggressive, but
Bit much. We'll cut it for sure.
But I will
like
tell
it.
you. Okay, so Jelly Bean. How do you guys feel about horses? You got
I'm more of a donkey guy.
yeah, I prefer a donkey.
I'm skeptical on horses right after we're talking about fuck marathons.
Yeah. Fuck me.
I'm skeptical to talk.
No one fucks
I love
like-
horses, Dan. Tell me what to do.
So I'm on
Pete's got this
OnlyFans. There's this guy named Mr. Hands.
Pete's got this thing where he can't talk about two subjects that are kind of weird together. He just puts them together.
much.
Wait, we're fucking horses now?
This is,
Nope, separate.
I'll do
Yeah.
it, but I'm not gonna like it.
I can yell segue. Anyways, I don't like horses. I respect their power so much I don't want to be around them.
Yeah.
I think they're scary. I don't like the idea of riding them.
The Clydesdale is a scary creature.
Buddy, the smallest horse you can imagine is a scary creature.
Nah, those little mini
They're
horses are
huge.
adorable.
Oh, those mini
Come
horses
on.
actually
Yeah,
are
they're
cute shit. I
class.
take
Those
that back.
things- yeah,
but I'm
yeah.
telling you, a pony's bigger than you figure. Anyways,
Sure.
That's the
a
line.
pony's bigger than you
That
figure.
is a good line. A pony is bigger than you
It
figure.
does sound like old wisdom from like an old
Yeah.
man. I'm telling you this right now, kid. Pony's bigger than you figure.
It sounds like the last thing you hear before you take off on a mission in Red Dead.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Remember this, Arthur?
That's when you have to kill a pony that's got his head in the clouds.
Pony got his head in the
man
clouds, stand
took-
with his feet on the ground.
You just hear in the background, that man took my moonshine.
Who took it? Big old pony. Pony 6'10".
Pony's bigger than you think.
Anyways, best friend. He had these horses growing up. Not rich. They're poor horse people.
Jesus, that's bad. You
The
shouldn't be
worst.
poor horse
The
people.
worst.
The poor
God.
horsemen of the apocalypse?
Yeah.
Sorry. It's
These
right there.
insanely expensive pets that are just labor.
Yeah, you can't have
Absolutely.
them.
So
Just
they're not
labor.
poor. They're just regular people with horses.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, they're just regular folks with horses.
You can't be a regular folk with horse.
Yeah, I just remember this guy, this man. He's a good goddamn man. Jeff with a J, obviously. He loved this goddamn woman so much. He didn't give a fuck about horses, but he'd come home from work and do farm chores so
Jesus.
this woman could have horses.
Goddamn.
Good for
Nuts.
him.
Oh, he loved her.
Shout out,
Shout out Jeff.
Jeff. You're a good man, Jeff.
Jay.
Anyways, Jelly
With
Bean
a J.
dies, right? And I didn't know
Wait,
what
the porn
happened.
star or the horse?
Both.
Okay.
As of the time of this recording, they're dead.
What time of year did Jelly Bean
Thank
pass
you for
away?
asking. Thank God it was the summer. Yeah. Anyways, I didn't realize what you did. So my buddy told me that Jelly Bean was dead, and then that weekend when I went over to his house to hang out, there was just a giant part of the yard that was like freshly overturned soil. I was like, "What's that over there? You guys building a shed? Because that's the size of it." And he said, "No, that's Jelly Bean." Because they were poor horse people. They didn't have money to get
How
dead
old are
stock
you?
to get a horse. I was about 8. I was about 8 to the point where I'm like, that's not what you should do. You know, like when you're an 8-year-old boy and you start to have opinions about how things should be. I was like, that's not right.
I'm picturing this as like the PEI version of the movie Garden State. The Shins playing in the background, just a pile of dirt. What's that? That's Jelly Bean.
I don't get that reference because I've never seen Garden State, and I never.
Oh, come
will.
on. That's one of Zach Braff's best.
Man, I cannot get on
One of?
Braff.
What is up there with it?
Braff was a hero at one point.
Yeah,
man.
Braff in any
When
other
that
films?
movie came out, that was it.
And
Scrubs was incredible.
Scrubs.
Scrubs. That was.
I know, but any other films? Like the show's great. I do like Scrubs. I watched the first season.
Just that one.
Didn't get much further.
He really didn't have
Great
anything
movie, though.
else that was great.
Is it a good movie?
Yeah, you get to feel real pretentious when you're watching it. You
Yeah.
feel like you're smarter than
Just
you
like every other movie, baby.
just like
Yeah.
Mr. Bean and
He was Chicken Little.
No.
you're Chicken Little.
He's one of those guys who looks too young still. Anyways, Jelly Bean, they buried a horse in the backyard.
Yeah.
Thought that was nuts.
That's
As
not good.
the
Flat
horse,
or like we
no,
gotta-
they put a round on it because as the horse decomposed, the pony decomposed, then it
Yeah.
flattened out. Jeff fucking nailed that too. The right amount of dirt versus decorpsing pony.
God damn, not his first time. Not his first pony burial.
Yeah,
Old
no.
Jeff.
And then we built a bike ramp on top of it, and that was pretty sick.
Jesus, what a
Jelly
way to
Bean
honor.
would have loved it.
And did he have the internet to like maybe do any research on how?
No,
No, he's poisoning the ground wall.
no, this
You
was
can't
like
just throw a horse in the ground.
nah. We
Listen.
didn't get like internet till like 13 or 14. Like we were like
Right.
good amount of time.
People like us guys, we live by rules.
Sure, I like where this is going.
People like Jeff
Yeah.
put horses in the ground.
Yeah.
And that's
First thought, last thought, pre-internet age.
Yeah, different time.
you know, ponies are bigger than you
Yeah.
figure.
You know. I'm having a great time. Cool down. Cool
That's a
down
good way to be though.
Good to know. I don't think everyone needed to know.
It's important to get it out there. I
And it's with a friggin' topic, Crease.
wanted to bring this up first. This isn't even really a topic.
What a great way to interrupt him.
I know.
As I'm bringing up a topic.
Yeah.
Do the thing you're doing.
Gonna stop you right there and say continue.
Give us a topic.
We got a seamless co-hosting thing going on here. We're just in each other's minds. I was watching Top Chef right before you guys showed up. I don't know if you're a Top Chef person. You ever watch Top Chef?
No, I haven't, but I totally could be.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's a cooking show.
Yeah.
I didn't think about this until Suzanne pointed this out as we were watching Top Chef, because the host of Top Chef is this absolutely stunning, like kind of angelic lady.
Yeah.
She's like a model from India, and she's
Yeah.
just absolutely just stunning. But I didn't think about this. We've watched like 20 seasons of it, and Suzanne was finally like today, because today there was a competition where the judges had to eat. They ate like 20 meals,
Yeah.
each from a different part of the world, each with different spices in it, and all this random kind
Just
of.
a bite though.
No, they get into it, man. They don't just take a bite. They do like half a dish, and
They do those bites though, eh?
They do. Oh yeah.
I like the bite.
Turn the fork upside down.
They take it, they point it at the camera, like eye it up. They're like,
yeah.
that's a professional
Yeah, this
bite.
stupid hair. But I hadn't thought of it. We're 20 seasons in. I've never once thought about it. The goddamn shit you take the next day after judging a cooking competition must be wild.
Incredible. Yeah.
You just ate the weirdest mix of meats and spices and shit
yeah.
from all over the world and just threw them in your little tum-tum.
Yeah.
That must be... So it's just this angelic woman. She must have diarrhea every single day. Like every day after you eat all these things. Like today, one of them was like, you just gave us raw chicken. Like, you should eat raw chicken.
That'd be the other thing too. Is like there's all these crazy spices and people are stressed making it.
Yeah, it's under time pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Buzzes
you
just
watch
going
them
on.
cut corners. You kind of want them to. That's what gets the views. And then you're gobbling that as like a model.
And if
All
it's
right.
bad, they're like, well, just throw a pound of butter in. It'll be good. Like, it's just the most rich.
I'm not against that move.
Oh, it's a great move. I'm not
That
saying it's
is-
not a great move, but you don't want to eat 20 of them in a row, back to back.
Yeah.
You're
This
right.
one's pork. This one's fish. Here's a seasoned scallop.
Yeah.
Throw this all in your gullet at once. and see
Yeah,
what
I don't
comes
like
out.
that at all.
No, I hadn't thought of it, but like it must be there's work. The next day must just be like a,
Oh, you must just be, you're just doom scrolling on the old can for a while.
After every
You could
episode.
get in some rabbit holes when you're sitting on the can after one of those shifts.
I bet one of the rabbit holes is looking up how good is this for my intestines to be eating this kind of food.
Now
every
you say
goddamn
this
day.
lady was very angelic and
show you.
I wonder if like there's a dark side to like cooking TV shows where like bulimia is very prevalent, you know, just with like how much they eat and the force they need to be on camera, because there's no form of intermittent fasting or dieting that would let you do that, you know.
No,
like
you
you
can't have
like
20
you
meals.
wouldn't be able just to eat the rest of the day. Like if you I don't know how you do
That's
it, because I'd get into it. I think was she on Hot Ones?
Maybe. I don't know. I'm not familiar with the cast of hot ones.
If she's like the hottest Indian lady who's around.
Padma
like,
Lakshmi.
Yep, that's her.
Yeah, Padma Lakshmi.
Yeah.
She's angelic.
Yeah,
She
turns
looks
out
great.
Indian doesn't crack either.
It doesn't rhyme as well.
Yeah.
It also sounds weirdly like borderline. I don't know if it's okay or not, but I'm gonna say it's okay.
Now, doesn't it make
She is
you
on
feel
that one.
great to know that just somebody who's as angelic and as capable as old
Padma Lakshmi?
Yeah.
Padma?
Oh no.
Oh, screen lock. Our old friend Padma there. Now, doesn't it make you feel great that while she's taking a double deuce the next day of this taste around the world,
Yeah.
that she's doom scrolling on the same stuff? She's like, I can't believe these drones.
Can't believe these. God, they served me raw chicken. I can't.
Oh my
believe they gave me
God,
raw
we're
chicken.
filming in New Jersey next week.
Ugh, I hate dessert week. Ugh.
It's so good because she's talking when she talks. She's so like, she'll like when she sends people home. It's like it kills her inside. She's like, please pack your knives and go. And like, oh, she's just so. and
Yeah.
I'm just picturing her going yeah, the next day. It's so funny.
Everybody poops, dude.
Might lose some battles, but winning a war. I get knocked down, I get back up, get up and go. I stay ready for more.
Switching to a topic. I got a topic. I got a question I really want to run.
Let's get it going. I'm psyched up for a topic.
This is a what would you prefer question. What would you prefer to do? I've been actually trying to debate this in my head for a little while. If you had to go to prison, would you rather go 6 months maximum security prison, one of the super max, like real hardcore federal prisons, or 6 years minimum?
I
So
gotta.
10 times as long, but minimum security.
Obviously not 10 times. That's not how years work.
12 times more. If that's how you want to be.
Is it? I can't do the math, but I can just tell you it's wrong.
Well, half a
And
year.
I was only disappointed because you said it. I feel like
half
you're
a
the guy
year,
who's supposed
6
to know.
half a years, there's 12 years. Fine, then fine.
All right, perfect.
12 times more. This
Hey-
fucking guy's fact checking me?
Hey, Pete, if it's any consolation, I never would have known that.
Thank you. That's why you're my favorite.
And that's why your birthday comes every year and a bit.
I expect this shit. Well, 10 times longer. Wait.
I would go 6 months for sure.
Really?
I think you go for it.
Do you think you can handle Superman?
No, but I don't feel like I can handle minimum either.
Oh, listen, I'll take it in the butt for 6 months. I don't care.
I hope like Supermax. I hope more people are locked down.
Okay. He's just gonna incite riots, so it's all everybody's in their cells.
Yeah, I would hope so. Like I could.
Because I was thinking that too. I was thinking like, yeah, maybe I could get thrown in the hole, but then I was like, man, if you do 6 months in the hole,
I don't know
you
what 6 months in the
goddamn
hole.
mind. I think I'd snap.
Part of me thinks I could carry on with my life better if I had 6 months and I can just kind of block it out.
Okay.
Versus like 6 years being like, yeah.
I just feel like the 6 months you're gonna spend every day being like, I'm about to be stabbed. I'm about to be stabbed. I'm 100% about to be stabbed, either rectally or with a knife.
Yeah.
Let me tell you my fear
Let's hear
about the 6 month versus 6 year thing.
Okay.
I'd have to take the 6 months,
Okay.
but I know the 6 months wouldn't stay 6 months.
Oh shit!
Wow.
For me,
Here we
for
go.
me, down the barrel. For me,
Yeah.
nailed the barrel that time
you
with
really
the confidence, Dan.
That was something. I like that. This is
That's why they call you the
For
barrel.
old
nailer.
Bry, I feel like I might be too good at the politics of jail. And when I say too good at the politics of jail, I don't mean I'm doing well at doing. I'm just saying I'm gonna probably have to do some stuff that's gonna put a couple of more years on the
Okay,
sentence.
yeah.
But I'll tell you something. I put a couple more years on the sentence. Now I'm sitting pretty at the top because I've earned the trust
the top.
of the big boys.
Yeah.
I'm not spending that 6
Yeah.
months trying to get out. I'm spending that 6 months building the next couple of years,
the
which is
empire.
still going to be less than the 6 years.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a nice situation. People are going to be coming to me, not the other way around. I don't know. I don't
You
know
got to
anything
think about
jail.
the exchange rate, right? You kill a person on the outside, 25 to life. You kill a person on the inside at maximum security.
Dan. We
What,
say
another
unalive around here.
Unalive. Oh,
Just
apologize.
kidding. I'm just kidding. We're talking about jail. I'm totally
I
killing
did
people.
not see this take coming. I got to be quite honest with you.
I'm
gonna.
I still think that's dumb. I'm going 6 months.
very dumb.
I'm going fetal. I'm going
Oh,
fetal hard. And every
I'm
moment I
doubting
have,
you,
I'm just
Guess what,
squeezing
Dan?
my asshole
Guess what,
so
Dan?
it's tight as a drum.
Here's the
They like
great
that, actually.
thing.
Oh, okay, shit.
Here's the great thing about
stretching. I'm stretching
the way
my
it's worked
asshole.
out, Dan. You're doing 6 months, but remember, my answer was the same as yours. We're in the same place. You got nothing to worry about. Remember,
Yeah.
that's 6 months.
It's true.
I'm going to be such a distraction in there, just wiling out, doing some wild Oz type of stuff. Yeah, I'll take a can of peaches to somebody if I have to earn a little badge.
Peaches? They gonna call you Peaches in there.
I don't know. They give you badges?
I don't think so. I think you're confusing it with the Beavers.
I feel like you're going to have a hard time working your way to the top if this is where you're starting at. Yeah.
Excuse me, where do I sign up for the badges?
Peaches and badges. Am I the king now? Have I done it? Peaches and badges.
Oh,
I'm telling you
that's
guys,
not good.
I'll do some things.
That's not good because I can tell right there between those two things, I know which one's going to be my nickname, and it's not going to be badges.
No, they're calling you Peaches. 100%
you're getting
you're
Peaches, yeah.
But Peaches is a badass name if you make it to the top.
I'm not gonna lie to you
yes.
though, but after something bad happens, you're called Peaches and Cream, and it's much worse.
Buddy, that'll never happen. And I can tell you at one point, you're going to be coming to somebody, you're going to be going to somebody, and you'll be like, I need some of this. I need to get this brought in. They're going to be like, well, you know where you got to go. You got to go see your boy Peaches.
And then just fucking
Peaches.
Presidents of the United States starts the back of that's the movie.
Peaches come in a can.
They were put there by a man. It's a montage of people handing a big load of drugs and then eventually shoving it up your asshole just because you're a drug mule in
It's him
federal
becoming.
prison.
It's the montage of him becoming the kingpin of the whole prison.
Just
stabbing people.
and then it's then it's just like as Peaches as that song comes to an end, a guard comes to the door.
Hey, Thompson, I just heard that it looks like they're giving you 11 more years.
God damn it!
Should have taken the 6 years.
What, 6 years?
Doesn't matter.
Don't worry about it. It's a complicated thing. It's a whole genie thing.
Doesn't matter. Blow me.
I think. Hey, Peaches wants to get blown. When Peaches wants to get blown, Peaches get blown.
That's why he's the side guy.